going on, Flagrant family? Guys, it is October 18th. The NBA season is starting today. It's a glorious day to be a basketball fan. We're going to have a really short video for you guys today of just our three biggest storylines going into this season. Super simple. We're going to go in order, tell us our biggest storylines. We're going to talk about it a little. But before that, guys, thoughts on opening night tonight?
I'm so excited, man.
There's only two games, right?
Yeah,
only two games,
still.
but it's two great games. Come on, man. We got Philly versus Boston.
There's three great teams playing tonight, and then one garbage dumpster fire of a team.
Hey, man, the Lakers aren't that bad. Come on, Evan.
Oh no, I was talking about the team that's playing in the East.
The Celtics?
No,
they're
not
that terrible. They made the finals last year, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're great. I'm talking about the team they're playing. Who are the Celtics playing again?
I don't know who you're talking about, man. I don't know.
Damn.
Or
don't shade already. Who do you guys got tonight?
Who's at home for these games? I'm pretty sure Golden State. Who's at home for the Philly game?
Probably Boston.
I think it's Boston.
Then I'm gonna
because it's ring night, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Warriors. And the Boston game's tough because I think they're the better team, but they have a new coach tonight who's never coached before.
No Rob tonight either.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna go Philly.
Smart man.
Shut up.
Right. Anyways, though, super exciting. Time flies, man. I can't believe the season's starting already. But let's get started. Who wants to start with their storyline?
I'll go ahead.
Oh, Mo, you got it? All right.
So my biggest storyline going to the season, I feel like this was my storyline going to the last season, is how good can the Lakers and LeBron be this year, man? After missing complete playoff contention. Where are they at, bro? Where are they at,
Mo, that's a great one because, I was thinking that exact same thing, you bum.
It's a good thing I went first, huh?
That was literally the one I had.
But honestly, it is a good question because, everywhere on social media, I see people shitting on them, saying they won't even make the play-in or playoffs. I think they're 100% making the playoffs. I'm not saying 1 through 6, but even through the play-ins, they're making the playoffs.
I mean, if they stay healthy, then I agree. But that's just such a huge what if.
Health is their biggest concern for sure. I mean, LeBron is LeBron. Even if he takes a step down from last year, from being an amazing player we all know he is, that's fine. You got Anthony Davis as long as he's healthy. Russell Westbrook as long as he shows out, more efficient. They added onto their depth. They're not a bunch of old shits anymore. So they're better than they were last year, I'd say.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, what do you think is going to happen with the Westbrook thing? If you had to predict, what's going to go down with that? How's his season going to play out as a Laker? Or is he going to get traded?
I don't think he's going to get moved.
I think he will, bro. I think what they're going to do is hold on to him until the trade deadline.
Okay. I don't think any team's going to want him.
I think there's going to be a team, man. That team that's already mediocrity and is willing to trade, their all-star. You were saying we're borderline all-star for Russell Westbrook and a bunch of picks. Tank for Victor, man. Tank for Victor.
The only trade I've seen online is the Indiana one. I can't think of any other trades off the top of my head.
I could see Indiana being one of those teams. I could honestly see Indiana being better than what people expect. I can see Tyrese Halliburton being really good, Miles Turner, and them being obviously not playoff or play-in contention, but right outside of it, maybe the 12 seed or an 11 seed, and they're we're getting nowhere with this. We need to get these dudes out of here. We'll take Russell Westbrook, you take Miles Turner, and Buddy Hield, and throw some picks.
Honestly, that's a really good point, Mo.
That's the thing. Indiana was the one who was demanding the Lakers 2 first-round picks, and the Lakers wouldn't want to do that. And so
the Lakers are the reluctant ones.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. I think it's a really interesting choice. Maybe if Russell Westbrook plays out the season and they do well, they'll keep him. If not, Russell Westbrook's still going to put up his stats, make him somewhat appealing to a team. If Russell Westbrook's playing for you, you're probably going to sell out your arenas and your games.
Yeah. If you guys were the Lakers, you would 100% do this trade, right? I get your future is gone, but you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis right now.
It's a win now mode, bro. It's a win now.
Yeah, and those two pieces are so nice, Turner and Hield. Those are perfect fits for the Lakers.
And I wouldn't say they have no future, too. Just them being the Lakers themselves, they're always going to have a future, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're always going to be a free destination and everything. Always, no matter what's going to happen.
That's what I was going to say. I don't necessarily know if the Lakers should do it because, I don't know if that trade puts them over the top. And, Westbrook's giant contract expires after this season. So if I'm the Lakers, why not let Westbrook ride out this season, free up 40-something million in cap space while keeping 2 of your first-round picks? You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I just feel like
Because
Laker fans are so impatient.
they are. And, like Mo said, I mean, LA's always going to be a free agent destination. So I don't know. I can see them doing that Indiana trade, but I could also see them just passing on it and hoping that free agency benefits them.
Okay, let's say last thing on this. Let's say they don't make the trade. Where do you guys see, and they stay relatively healthy? Where do you see this Lakers team finishing in the West?
I was going to say 5.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are showing them some respect, bro. Like I feel like people are just shitting on them for no reason. Like they have LeBron and Anthony Davis.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The only reason they missed time or like missed the playoffs last year is because of Anthony Davis, man. That's clearly your best player, and or second best player, I should say. Maybe this best player this season. Who knows how LeBron and Anthony Davis going to be? But they're missing one of the top 10 guys in the league when they're healthy. Like, what do you expect, man? What do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fair point. And Anthony Davis has looked pretty good in the preseason. All right, but anyways, let's move on to my storyline so Evan can think of one, give him more time. My storyline, it's pretty generic, but I just think, at least from my experience watching basketball, it is by far like the most competitive season I've ever seen. Just in terms of talent and like as many teams I think could win the title.
Yeah.
So
I would
let's
agree
think
with
of
that, bro.
how many contenders are there? The Clippers,
That's a lot,
Bucks,
dude.
Celtics,
I don't know.
Warriors,
Philly,
Philly. I'll put Philly there.
Brooklyn.
I would say Denver.
I don't know how I feel about Denver. I like Brooklyn.
Oh,
Denver
Brooklyn.
is
Okay, yeah.
Denver's I'm a bit iffy on. I'm also throwing Memphis in there, bro.
No,
And
I think
Phoenix.
How are you going to throw Memphis in there and not have Denver there?
It's only because Denver's off is coming off 2 huge injuries off 2 of their best players.
But like,
I wouldn't
the
call them.
thing.
I wouldn't call them contenders. If 2 of these guys were never able to prove themselves fully, we had that that stretch of Jamal Murray in the bubble and Michael Porter. We've seen him have stretches of like being a really really good shooter, but we've also seen stretches of him being terrible and him coming off a huge injury like this. Same with Jamal Murray. These aren't like proven stars. Like I'll take the Clippers. Obviously, we have Paul George. We know what he can do. We have Kawhi Leonard. We know what he can do. And it's like when these players are coming off injury, you're a little less worried rather than like players that are like haven't proven themselves coming off injury. You know what I mean?
Here's my thing. Jamal Murray has already looked great in the preseason, which is cool, which is great. Glad for him. But before the ACL tear and after the bubble, he was having a career year. Now, his game isn't reliant on athleticism like, say, a Russell Westbrook type guy. He's a very fast but can create his own shot type of player, and he's a great shooter. So I don't think this ACL tear is going to do too much to his game, and I think he has proven that he is a star in this league. And last time we saw all 3 of these guys healthy, they were in the Western Conference Finals.
That
They
is
came
true.
back 3-1 against Kawhi and Paul George.
That is very true.
So, like,
yeah,
Denver, I think Denver is more of a contender than Memphis.
I agree.
What about Phoenix, guys? How do you feel about Phoenix?
See, that's a tough one, bro, because like they went to the finals 2 years ago. They had that blunder last season and all the drama, but like, and they got worse. Technically, they just lost Jay Crowder, but I wouldn't put him in the top echelon of contenders. But they're contenders, sure.
They're a contender, but they're not like a.
They're not favorites.
Favorite.
Like I'm taking Denver over them.
Really? That's a hot take, honestly, man.
I'm so high on Denver. I think they're going to finish first in the West.
I was about to say, like, I could 100% see that. Because, I mean, dude, they also added Bruce Brown, who was really good for the Nets last year.
Such an underrated pickup.
And they added KCP.
And DeAndre Jordan.
I still think Memphis is going to be that team, bro.
Dude, I think...
Hot take. Memphis, I think Memphis is going to hover in the play-in tournament.
They might miss the
playoffs.
Whoa.
Where did the second seed last year, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, from second seed to play-in? It's not even like, how did they get worse?
That's the thing. Like, I think they're just prone to have some natural regression. I think they were better.
You mean injuries?
No. They were technically better without Ja last season. Like, I don't think they're going to keep that kind of form up. I don't think Ja's going to play all 82 games. I think Memphis is going to, obviously feel Ja being out. And they lost Kyle Anderson, which, it doesn't sound like too big, but he was a really good 3-and-D guy for them. And
also, Jaren Jackson's going to be out
until at least like January.
Yeah.
So that's literally their best defender by a mile, being gone for the next 3 months. So like I don't think they're gonna be nearly as good as they were last year. Like they're gonna be a great team. Like their record's not gonna reflect how, poorly they are. I just think they're prone to some regression, and I don't think that team is, gonna live up to what they did last year.
You think the Timberwolves could be contenders?
Yeah.
That's hard. I feel like that's like another team where I feel how you guys feel about like the Nuggets. Like kind of like they're not my favorites, but they're gonna be good. They're gonna be really good.
Yeah.
It's on the same tier as the Nuggets for me. I say the Nuggets, the Suns, and the Wolves are on the same level. And I throw in the Grizzlies in there too. I wouldn't say the Grizzlies are higher than any of them.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
So, all right, to end my thing, let's just pick, since it's like a conference finals thing, let's pick two teams from each side to get in the Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals. Who's representing like each side? Two teams in each conference.
All right. The East, I got the Bucks and I got Philly going to the conference finals there. And I think that's going to be a fun series, right? I think that would be like, it'd go to 7. That'd be one of the most hype series of all time. It'd be so much fun to watch, dude. If everyone stays healthy in both those teams, bro, that's going to be so much fun to watch.
What
For the
about
West, this might be a hot take, but I got the Warriors and I got the Mavericks.
Nah,
Mo
Dude,
loves
I
the
don't know. I
Mavericks,
just
man.
think
not again.
Luka's,
Not again.
I just
Mo
think
loves
Luka's a whole breed, whole monster, bro. That dude's a whole different breed.
He's nasty.
I can see it, bro. That's my hot take. That's my hot take for the West, though.
In the
Okay.
East, I think I'm gonna go with the very safe pick in Milwaukee. But I think that Boston proved they can make the final. Hey, they proved they can make it past the second round, pal.
Hey, man, but they also proved that their coach is, a pervert.
Yeah, but here's the thing: that coach was the assistant coach, so like he's gonna follow what Ime Udoka did.
What?
Plus,
So
they
be a
added-
pervert as well?
No, not. I don't mean off the court stuff. I don't mean off the court. I mean, technically, it was on the court. It was while he was at work, fucking guy. But I mean, while they're playing the game, I think Boston learned that their whole ISO phase is never going to work, and I think that they're locked in as a team together. And I think adding Brogdon is just kind of like the cherry on top. Great. I don't know. Like, you think he's going to be a 6-man?
No.
Because I've
Who?
heard people say he's going to come off the bench, man.
Brogdon?
Yeah.
I would
I-
have liked them. I would like to imagine when they're all fully healthy, their best lineup is going to be Brogdon, Smart, Brown, Tatum, and then probably Rob at the 5.
That's
I
what
personally
I
would
was
take.
assuming.
I would take Brogdon off the bench just because also with his health issues, bro. Like he doesn't need to be playing like 35 minutes a game.
I get that. But yeah,
Just
I
because
think
he's
that
starting doesn't mean he has to be playing 35, though.
That's
I'm
true.
just saying, like, that's their best lineup to, like, put out there in, like, those crucial moments.
hmm So yeah, I think Boston's going to continue, being as good as they were, and I don't think they're going to get nearly on bad as a start as they were on last year. So I think they're going to be probably the second seed in the East this year. Them and Milwaukee played out. Then in the West, I'm going to go with the Warriors and I'm going to go with the Clippers,
Okay.
aka the title favorites.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand that. Still to this day, everyone says it like the Clippers, the title favorites. I don't understand that. They're good. Don't get me. They're contenders. Don't get me wrong here. Favorites just doesn't sit right with me, bro.
They have the deepest
Even if they're
team in the
fully
league,
healthy?
man.
Yeah, dude. It's just I don't know. I understand it's a good team all overall. I don't know. I would go as far as to say they're the deepest team in the league. They're up there. Don't get me wrong. They're up there. 2 of their star players are coming off huge injuries. It's just a lot of question marks, man. It's a lot of question marks, and people are getting too overhyped.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Kawhi's gotten past an ACL tear before. We know what he's like after it. He's going to be fine. Paul George is going to be fine. The only person I'd be worried about is John Wall.
Yeah, and that's your starting point guard. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Interesting. All right. Well, anyways,
I wouldn't
West.
be surprised, but I'm not. They're not my favorites. They're not my favorites.
Okay. West, I would definitely go Clippers, Warriors. East is tough, man. I'm obviously taking Milwaukee, but man, I'm torn between Philly, Boston, and Brooklyn.
You know what you want to say, Ed? Come on.
So I might, for camaraderie's sake, just say Brooklyn.
Okay, that works.
I'll just say
don't-
Brooklyn.
I was about to say, don't go to the dark side now, Ed. Don't go to the dark
I
side.
mean, I have both Philly Stars on my fantasy team, so I kind of have to. I gotta
Well,
watch
you
that
can,
game.
you can
sir.
trade me one
Yes,
of them if
sir.
you want. You can trade
I
me one of
could.
them.
Wait, Ed, you have Tyrese Maxey on your team?
Oh, you're so funny.
Don't disrespect the beard, Mo.
What's up?
Don't disrespect the beard.
Hey, man. All I'm gonna say is it's Tyrese Maxey's year. I'm gonna say this on every single podcast. So when he does become a star, I'm gonna clip these, and I'm just gonna be right, and you're all gonna be wrong.
This is
Okay.
going to be Harden's best season since Houston. It's not going to be
Wow.
close to Houston. It's not going to be
You think
close
it's
to
gonna
Houston Harden, but it's going to be his best season.
You think it's gonna be
I
better
agree.
than that 1 year in Brooklyn?
Yes. There's just too
Wow.
much. There's too much weird shit going on in Brooklyn.
True. That's true. That's an interesting take.
Okay.
I'm high on Harden this year.
All right, Evan. Let's move on to your storyline, buddy.
Well, I kind of had to think of one on the fly, and so I was kind of this was kind of like my backup one, just in case Mo would decide to steal mine. But
You're
we've
welcome.
seen how great the Warriors are, but like, I don't know, dude. After all this controversy that they're going through with the whole Draymond situation, like, is it going to impact them on the court this season negatively? Is there going to be a clear rift between Poole and Green when they're on the court together? Or do you think, they're going to lock in and try and get another banner before Draymond goes to his best friend, LeBron in LA?
That's honestly a great storyline. First of all, he's staying with the team this whole season, right? We're just all agree on that.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
100%.
He's not getting traded.
It's tough, man, because Wiggins and Poole got paid, so we know what that means for Draymond. I'm obviously the Warriors are better with Draymond on the court, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how that's going to affect them. Like how bad was it when him and KD got into an argument? That didn't really affect them, but it's a way better team.
Mm-hmm. That team was one of the greatest of all time.
I don't know, man. It's a very what do you think, Evan? It's very confusing, in my opinion.
Like, the whole Draymond KD situation is different because that was just kind of a screaming match. This one, Draymond came flying in and Superman punched Poole. So I don't think it's going to affect Draymond as much, but I feel like Poole is going to be more of the reluctant one to play with Green, give it to Green, all that kind of stuff. If there's going to be a rift, I think it's going to be shown more on Poole's side than it's Draymond's side.
Okay.
And who knows? In the playoffs, that could screw him over. That could be like a game-winning, play that Poole flounders because he's reluctant to give it to Draymond.
Can you imagine for a game winner to give it up to Draymond? That is not happening. Just for one.
I mean,
Draymond
just like
is wide the
play.
fuck open on the 3-point line per game. I am not passing it to him.
I don't mean for the shot, but I mean as ball movement. Poole's going driving from one corner, he sees Draymond, he kicks it out, but instead he tries passing it to Clay, and it's a stolen pass.
Okay.
Did you think this do you look at them any differently in terms of their title odds before and after this incident?
Personally, I'm gonna say no, but I could definitely see it happening. But I don't think it's gonna affect them.
Okay. What do you think, Mo?
I'm gonna say no. I kind of agree with Evan here, where I think it's gonna cause a rift between Draymond and Jordan, but I don't think it's gonna be the make or break for the Warriors. Obviously, that's gonna hinder them because team chemistry is something that definitely matters. You need time to gel with your guys. You guys all need to be on the same page here, but I think that can be kind of outweighed or balanced out by the coming up of Kuminga or James Wiseman. If those guys step it up, this Warriors team is going to look even scarier.
I was literally about to bring those two up, what they could bring to the team if they take that leap, especially Wiseman, man. A nasty center like that. I like Looney, but Wiseman, bro, I've always been high on him.
Yeah, I picked him to win Rookie of the Year, man.
Evan's not high on him.
What?
You're not high on him, are you? James Wiseman?
I mean, when he got drafted, yeah, and then I realized how much of an asshole the guy is.
Why?
He ignored me, man.
Oh yeah.
The summer league. I tried saying, "What's up, Wiseman?" and he just kept walking.
That's tough, man.
You know who didn't do that, Evan?
Mobley.
You know who wouldn't do that? Evan Mobley. You guys are the Evan to Evan connection, man.
Yeah, he fist bumped me, man. That was the greatest moment of my life.
Mobley's better.
Did you watch that?
Anyways.
Did you watch that fist?
No.
Good.
What kind of question is that? This one right here. This one, Mobley put his germs and bacteria on.
That one dirty fist right there. Good.
All right, boys. Anything else on the Golden State Warriors?
No, I just hope Steph and Kuminga have good fantasy years for me. That's all.
Well, I want to say this one thing about the Warriors. I think they are the greatest franchise of our generation. And the only reason why I say that is they won multiple championships, won through a rebuild, back into a championship contender in such a short amount of period. Like, dude,
Literally like 2 years.
that's insane. I'm sorry. That is amazing. That's amazing to do.
And I was literally about to like counter that with like, bro, but they had KD, but that's just like that's a good management by the team. That's like,
yeah, that's good management.
Yeah, that's
their
great
entire
management.
team was basically drafted, dude. All
Yeah.
their dudes, Steph Curry, Draymond, Clay, Jordan Poole, Kevin Looney, all these dudes are just drafted. They had Kevin Durant. Don't get me wrong, that's a huge addition. But that just means they handle their salary cap and everything. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing franchise.
And any team would take KD. Like, I'm just
Oh,
being
100%.
Literally the only guy that on their team isn't homegrown is Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And look what they did for Wiggins, man. They revived his career.
They flipped KD for Wiggins, basically.
All-star starter.
Yeah. Didn't deserve it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, we done, boys?
I think so.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Season is starting today. We're gonna have way more content coming out. Super excited. We're gonna keep dropping some shorts, some TikToks. Make sure to follow, like, comment, and subscribe. We love you guys.
Peace out.
Later.
See you guys.